Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to have certain topics and discuss certain topics in irrigation, water quality, and wastewater management. This is regarding Unit 2. Okay. So what it is this is I'm going to see irrigation's water quality, certain considerations I'll be seeing. The primary concerns in saline waters and water will be what ions you will have considered. This Na plus or Ca2 plus, Mg2 plus, and also the anions will be Cl minus and everything, SO2 minus, SO4 minus and everything else. So you'll be seeing if you don't have leaching, so these salts will be going into the water in the sense soil. Okay, that will mix with the water and they'll be going to the soil by capillary reactions. So you will have to go on with leaching in order to avoid this. So we take it as categorization of solids. We take it as a sodic soil. Okay, sodic soil or saline sodic soil. Okay, we can also call it as, sometimes we have it as alkaline soil or alkali soil also. Okay, so alkali soil means what is actually, you can take it as with the clay soils which have a high pH, we call it as alkali soils. So the main problem with them is they will have a poor soil structure and also will have a low infiltration capacity. Okay, normally they do have a hard calcareous layer of 0.5 to 1 meter. So this alkaline soil also they will also have a high exchangeable sodium percentage of ESP of up to 90 and low organic carbon, and they will have actually poor infiltration and poor fertility status and all. Okay, saline soil in the sense, if you take it as very important, you know very well, the name itself implies. Okay, saline soil in the sense is the salt content in the soil is very high. Okay, soils that contain a harmful amount of salt, we call it as salty or saline soils and all. Okay, so actually what you can say is if the EC of the saturation soil will be more than 4 and all, and the pH can be less than 8.5, and if you can accept it if the ESP is will have this. Normally it will be less than 8.5 only. The saline or sodic soils will have ESP is greater than. Okay, thus both the soluble salts and exchangeable Na plus are high in these soils. Okay, the soil is actually normally flocculated when you consider. Okay, so where will be the soil? In the sense, we can take it in India, get found in more parts of Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Bihar, Haryana, Gujarat and all. So normally the saline soil will be existing in arid and also semi-arid areas. Okay, so what will be the physical characteristics? It means the soil structure will be normally good, and the infiltration also rate will be high, and soil aerations will be good. Normally it will be color usually wait under the certain conditions. Okay, sodic soil, you know very well. So what is actually the sodic soil? So based on the when you take it as sodic soil, you can now know is have a sense of high proportion of sodium ions that will be related to other cations and all. So the EC, the electrical conductivity normally will be less than 4 and all. See, actually when the sodium salts are leached to the soil, means some sodium will be remaining to the clay particles and they will be displacing certain cations which are present. So the soils will be considering it as sodic when the amount of sodium is impacting the soil structure, then only we call it this way. Okay, normally the pH will be, soil will be greater than 8.5 and the ES will be greater than 15 and all. Okay, how will be the soil structure when you take it as a sodic soil? Means it will be very poor and all. So actually the soil will be in a very highly dispersed condition, and the permeability and this infiltration rate of the sodic soil will be very low, and the soil aerations will be low, and the normal colors will be usually black and all. Okay, how it is affecting the plant growth, that we have to see. Salinity or salinity, how it is affecting. So it will be increasing the osmotic potential because the salt what you have is you have more matter, so it will increase the osmotic potential. So it can induce the specific ion effects by increasing the concentration of ions, and also will have an inhibitory effect on the biological metabolisms and all. Okay, and it can diminish the soil water permeability and also the soil aerations. So that soil structure will be demolished, and this will result in the high osmotic pressure, which can when that is will be whenever there is a high osmotic potential, there will be decreased water availability. So these roots, they cannot absorb the water very easily. They find some difficulty in absorbing the high quantity of water because of this soluble salts and all. Okay, so this osmotic effect will be increasing the potential forces that is holding the water in the soil. So they can't extract, this roots cannot extract water from the surroundings very easily. Okay, so the plant will have to spend more energy. So when it's in photosynthesis, you are getting certain energy. When you are spending more energy, means you will have very smaller quantity of energy will be left out of growth and other functions and all. Okay, so that you have to see. So this is a diagram which is depicting the osmosis process, how the water is flowing through the semi-permeable membrane and all. Next, when we consider the ion effects and all, if we have excessive concentrations of specific ions, then we call it as a specific ion toxicity and all. Okay, so the sodium bicarbonate will be harmful because of this high pH. Okay, and when this sodium bicarbonate is high, you may not get phosphate and zinc and manganese. It will not be available for the plants and all at this high pH and all. Take it as borate also. Okay, the borate should be for irrigation water should have a borate of boron of less than 0.75 mg per liter. Then only you can go to this. The sugar beet and cotton and all, everything, they can't tolerate this high borate. Okay, certain ions will have toxic effects at high concentration. At lower effects, we need not bother about that. So these are the factors that we discussed regarding this salinity and salicity. Thank you.